Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be reviewing every iteration of the Olight Javelot. Alright, so we'll start off with the original one, the original Javelot, which was came around, I think, around 2017 or something.
16, 17.
2016. So pretty old now. It comes with just your regular kind of rubber tail switch. It has different modes on it, different functions from the tail switch. If press it once, that's just whatever the last mode was on. If you double press it, it goes to turbo, and if you triple press it, it goes to the strobe mode. Also with a switch on the side there, you can cycle through the modes as well. So a good starting point with lots of room for improvement, as you'll see.
And one main difference between this and the other two that stands out is this takes 18650s that are, loose, just your normal 18650s. It also takes, what is that, CR123s, and you can pull the back part of this off and take this little tail piece off and put this back on and put 3 CR123s in there. Wouldn't recommend that. It's gonna eat the batteries up pretty quick and they don't last near as long. But that's the main difference between this. This takes the batteries that you can replace, and neither of these two models take replaceable batteries. They have their own battery packs that you can buy separately if you want an extra one, and they are self-contained. Comes when you buy it as a whole piece with a little cap to cover the threads. So that's one big difference. If you aren't somewhere where you can recharge these with a magnetic tail cap, these were some great lights. You can't buy these anymore. You might be able to find them on the secondary market somewhere. But as we'll discuss, I don't believe that's something you're going to want to do. The next light we're going to be talking about is the Javelot Pro. I think this came out in 2019, if I'm not mistaken, either 2018 or 2019. And this replaced the Javelot. And this one has, what's the specs on this one?
The Javelot Pro has a throw of 1,080 meters, candela of 291,600, and the total lumens is 2,100.
And that's something we didn't go over on these. We cannot find the specs on these anymore since they're not sold anymore. I'm sure if we really dug through Google, we could find it. But what we don't feel like giving you the specs on a flashlight that you can't purchase new is really beneficial to you in any way. So this is way better than this flashlight as far as throw and beam intensity. It just blows that out of the water. When we're hunting at night, you can shine this across the lake and see if there's any beavers on the complete opposite side of the lake, and there's no problem to see it. Where this, yes, you can see it, but it's more of a shadow running across the lake that you see. You can't really get any detail with it.
And this is the Javelot Turbo. This came out at the end of last year. I have the Desert Tan version. The main difference between this and the Pro is the throw is 1,300 meters. It has 422,500 candela, and the lumens is actually 1,300, which is almost 1,000 less than the Pro, which is surprising. But the difference that you notice when you're actually shining it is the beam of the Turbo is a lot tighter and brighter in the hot spot, but the Pro, the beam gets a larger area, but it's just a little bit less bright.
And in reality, you can tell it's a pretty good difference out at distance. I'd say maybe 300 or 400 yards. They both are shining out there pretty good, but that is just a little brighter. It's not like astonishing, but it definitely is brighter. The jump from this one to this one was huge as far as how bright it was out at distance, and the jump from this one to this one, I'd say, is probably half as much as the jump from these. I mean, this has nothing on these two, and this one is better, but it's not like mind blowing like this difference was.
The best comparison is this is basically a tighter, slightly brighter spot compared to this. So if you want to shine, a 20-foot wide beam at 300 yards, this is what you're going to want because it's just that much tighter.
Yeah, and like he said, if we were at distance, if we were at 1,000 yards or 1,000 meters, which we haven't tested these out, we don't have anywhere to go that's that far away straight. But I believe that would be a whole lot brighter at that distance. And
one other difference is, even though these are both self-contained battery packs, this is 18650s, and this is the new
21700s.
21700s. So this is going to last a little bit longer than the Javelot Pro.
One thing that's also annoying with the Pro is it takes a special charger. It's much bigger. I've lost mine. I'm gonna have to buy another one. I've got tons of Olight chargers. I've probably got 15 of the things, but none of them will fit this. I have to use that specific one that's a larger diameter than others, where that takes the regular, what is it, MCM 3s or something like that.
And cosmetically, like I said, these are larger batteries, even though it's a self-contained pack. So the stippling on this grip is a little less, it's not as tall as this. Just so the grips are actually the same size. It's just the stippling that comes off the grip that makes it the same size with this still having larger batteries. Besides that, it's really minimal stylistic differences, like the head and down here by the button, it's the same exact button. Yeah.
That's another thing we haven't gone over. We went over the functions of that one. This one's got a 2-position tail cap, so your first press is low. When you press it in all the way, it's on high. And you can also run through the modes with the front button, just like you can on the regular Javelot. I'm not sure if this has got the 3 times turbo or 3 tap for turbo. It does not. You might have turbo in another mode. I'm not sure. I mean, not turbo, strobe. My bad. But I don't know what the purpose of strobe would be on a flashlight like this. Like you don't use strobe. This isn't a self-defense flashlight. You could use it as one. It'd probably work great, but as far as carrying that for self-defense, that's not a thing. But what is cool too about this one is it's designed to take the new tail switch cap to where it clamps onto the light and won't pull free when you're mounting it on like an AR or something like that, where I don't even know if they sell one for this one, but if they did, it's just the regular tail switch cap that's just magnetic, and if you were to bump it, it would fall off. All in all, if you're buying one of these brand new now, there's no reason not to go with the turbo. I mean, unless you found this one like for $100 and this was $200, I would definitely buy the Pro. In that case, I don't feel like there's that much of a difference to justify that price. But if they're 20, 30, $40 apart, go with the turbo for sure. It's all around a better light. And but I will say, if you're using this outside for hunting or something like that, you're gonna want an extra battery pack.
So all in all, the Javelot is a great hunting light. It's a great spotlight, and for its size and the price, it's really the best bang for your buck in terms of a versatile hunting light.
We will see you guys next time. Appreciate you watching.